Happy Monday, let's chat. So I binged this trilogy this weekend. I have not seen this trilogy talked about at all on Book Talk. I've seen it a couple times on Bookstagram, and I think that's because the third book in the trilogy came out fairly recently. But holy hell, I don't know why it's not being talked about more because it's amazing. If you take any of my recommendations, please, please, please let it be this one. So this is a hockey romance. It's brother's best friend. If you know anything about me, those tropes, chef's kiss, love them. I eat it up every single time. I want to start off by saying, while yes, this trilogy is super spicy, it's also so funny. Like, I was laughing throughout the entire series. The main characters are amazing, but these side characters are also so good. So we have Laken. Laken is the female main character, and then we have Hayes. Hayes is Laken's brother's best friend and also his teammate. They're all at a bonfire one night hanging out, and Hayes happens to overhear Laken telling her best friend and his sister that she has feelings for him. And she says that she knows that nothing can ever come of it, that nothing will come of it, and that's that. And he plays it off as though he never heard her, and in the coming days, he's trying to basically ignore what he found out or what he overheard, and keep things strictly platonic between them, and he's finding it hard. Like, he is now seeing her basically in a whole new light now that he knows the information that he does. Well, it turns out he can only resist her for so long because he finally tells her, you know, they can be friends with benefits, but he's not a relationship kind of guy, and he just doesn't want to hurt her. And she's understanding of that at first. But as time goes on, they're sneaking around behind her brother's back, and all their friends and family, the only person that does know is her best friend. One thing about Hayes is he is super possessive and protective over Laken, and it just gets worse throughout the trilogy. But you know how there are those like touch her and die type vibes? He has more of the just look at her and die type vibe. It's so good. As expected, things get messy, feelings get involved, and yeah. So the first book ends on a cliffhanger, and as you go throughout the trilogy, it gets a little bit more dark. It starts to turn into like a murder mystery, stalker-ish vibe, but it's so good. Definitely check your trigger warnings before reading this series, but like I said, if you take any of my recommendations, please let it be this one.